Hey everybody, my name is Jake Brown from General RV and welcome back to the second day of our 2020 Virtual RV Show. If you guys haven't yet, please go to our website, generalrv.com/virtual RV show and register for email updates as well as a chance to win some great prizes. Today, Matt and Andrea from Matt's RV Reviews is going to be walking you through the brand new 2021 Primetime Avenger 22BH. Let's have a look.
Thanks, Jake. Hey, everyone, I'm Matt.
I'm Andrea.
And we're here at the Virtual RV Show, and today I am super excited. We're taking a look at the 2021 Primetime Avenger Model 22BH, which is, my opinion, one of the best entry-level travel trailers on the market today. Andrea, are you excited?
Yes, I'm super excited. Let's take a look at the inside.
Perfect.
All right. It's been a while since I've been in a travel trailer. Looks nice, great. I love the north and south bed.
Yes, what's so great about this travel trailer is that there is no slide outs. You have a nice, easy to access, easy to walk through bed. You can access it on both sides. Do have storage underneath. And Andrea.
Wow.
Plenty of storage above the bed.
Fantastic.
This is a travel trailer that's gonna sleep 5 people comfortably, possibly even 6, depending on how small the children are. And look at this, Andrea's on one side of the bed, I'm on the other, and you still have storage on both sides to put your cell phones, CPAP machines, or anything.
I like that there's a window here, Matt.
Yep, that shade does roll up if you
Yes.
want to show that.
Oh, it's tied.
Nope, it just slips up.
Oh, there
There
we
you
go. Sorry, guys.
Perfect. That window also is an emergency exit.
Yep. Walking over here, we have the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look, I like that there's counter space in here.
Yep.
You don't get that a lot of times with a smaller travel trailer. Nice cabinetry, great storage. As you can, there's storage under there.
Very nice. And also, Andrea commented, most of the time in a small travel trailer like this, you're not getting countertop space. You'll only have the sink, and this is giving you a nice 2-burner cooktop.
You know what? They got a microwave here,
Yep.
2-burner cooktop. Look at this. I like that there's a bigger fridge, and this is the two-way, propane and shore power.
2-way fridge, propane and electric, and again, most of the time they're giving you only a dorm-style fridge in this unit, not this big one.
Look at this dinette.
Very nice.
Very nice.
This dinette does drop down to convert to extra sleeping area. And then look at this. You can easily and comfortably sit 4 people around here.
Yes.
If you did have a 5th, you can add the chair right there.
Oh, look, you got a Furrion soundbar. Mm-hmm. That's nice. I like that there's storage up here. Okay,
What
Matt.
about this pantry right there?
Very
All
nice.
right.
Oh, you can have a TV mounted here. As you can see, you have the electrical outlet. You got your coax, thermostat. And check this out, Matt. Look, there's the sink outside the bathroom. I do like that because if somebody's occupying the bathroom, at least you can, you know, do your business right here. Brush your teeth, wash your hands. That's
Perfect.
nice.
Speaking of the bathroom, let's check out the inside.
All right. Okay.
Now check this out. As you can see, this is a
size.
small travel trailer, lightweight, very entry level, but an amazing price point. But even though it's so narrow, you still have a nice, huge bathroom where somebody like me can still get in here, take a shower, and be comfortable. Also, we do have a toilet here. It's now time for the toilet test. Right, and look at this. I mean, I have plenty of space. I'm not jammed up in the corner. This is great, comfortable, and it's getting the job done right.
Oh my goodness, look at these bunks. These are big bunks. I'm gonna have to get in here just to show everybody.
Crawl
Look
on
at
in
this.
there.
You got a USB in here, guys, for the kids. And you know what? Not just kids can be in here, adults can be in here.
Right, that's what's so great.
Those of you that travel with friends, if I can fit in here and I'm an adult, you know, we all can.
Perfect. Coming on outside, I want to show everybody some of the outside features. What's so great first and foremost is, just for people who don't know, a lot of the labeling about the weights is right here. The dry weight on this travel trailer is 3,850 pounds. That's great for any mid-sized truck, even some of your smaller ones like the GMC,
The Colorado,
the Chevy Colorado, the new Ford Ranger, and everything. Just taking a look at this travel trailer, you have a nice power awning with LED lights. You have these aluminum corrugated sides with wood framing. Model is 22BH, and the actual tip-to-tip length of this travel trailer is 23 feet long. We do have solar over here, and then we have
storage.
Nice pass-through storage that you're also able to get to that storage from underneath the bed. To stabilize this travel trailer, you do have manual stabilizing jacks on all four ends. And a real nice feature is this propane tank right here. You only need one propane tank for a small travel trailer like this. It is a 20-pound tank. You can upgrade it to 30 pounds. You have your manual tongue jack here, but you can also upgrade it to a power tongue jack. And then look at what they're doing up front here. They have the nice, smooth front up here, and it just makes it more aerodynamic, more clean, and more presentable of a unit. Coming down the side here.
Oh, Matt, it does have outdoor speakers. That's great.
Oh, very nice. There's a place for power right there.
Yes, we got electrical outlet.
Little bit more storage here underneath the bed.
That's great.
As you can see, there is 2 axles, okay? So 2 axles is gonna give you a lot better tow than a single axle travel trailer. Right here, we do have a place to leash the dogs down when you're at your campsite, or any of your furry friends. Some people leash their cats down. Around the back, we do have a nice bumper for your Stinky Slinky. Outdoor shower.
I like that.
That's great. So if you like to go to the beach and you get dirty, you can wash yourself off before entering the inside. And then you do have a spare tire right
That's
here.
awesome, they did that. Prep for a backup camera?
Yep, it is prepped for a Furrion backup camera, and that is something that here at General RV we can provide for you.
Awesome.
And then,
oh, look, there's the cable satellite.
Yep, again, coming around the side, look at this. Very nice, easy to access dump station. Black tank, gray tank. You have your cable hookup right here. 30 amp power, everything's here in one spot. And that's one of the benefits with not having that slide out room. Everything's easy to hook up, easy to access. Fresh water connection and your water heater right here. Great, so that's the 2021 Primetime Avenger Model 22BH.
Yes, this is a great unit, everybody. If you're looking to get into camping and you're just starting out, a great RV.
Not only that, we have a lot more great RVs going on right now during the virtual RV show between now and the end of the month. Make sure you stop at your local General RV Center. We have 13 nationwide, or give us a call, or check us out online at generalrv.com, where you'll be able to see all our virtual RV show prices. Jake, back to you.
Thanks, Matt and Andrea. Make sure you guys stick around for more RV tours. We'll see you after this.
Who knew buying an RV could be so simple? We were just browsing our computer thinking about how to spend the summer.
When an ad caught our attention, the great outdoors is calling. Sounds good. We clicked on it and discovered General RV, the premier RV dealer, over 6,000 RVs, 13 Supercenters.
Soon we were in their virtual showroom. With all the videos and 3D tours, it felt like we were inside the RVs. Wow! 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 What does this do? This is amazing. I wonder if it's gas or diesel.
That's a great question. This coach is a diesel, but if you're looking for gas, I have plenty of other options to show you. Plus, we offer home delivery.
How could this get any easier?
This RV is perfect for us. We were ready to start our RV adventure.
So we did. And sure enough, our new RV was in our driveway in no time. After our personalized RV demo, we were handed the keys and ready to go camping.
Who knew buying an RV could be so simple?
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, Tom Bennett from General RV is going to be walking you through the brand new 2021 American Coach Dream. Let's have a look.
Thanks, Jake. Hi, everybody. This is Tom Bennett, American Tom, here at the American Coach plant with Mike to take a look at the all-new 30th anniversary 2021 American Dream 42V. So we're going to start by taking a look at a few things on the inside that we're going to check out outside. Let's take a look. Wow. First thing I notice as I come in here is this beautiful woodwork, which is the sandbar gray. I think it really shines and sticks out. Something I'd like to point out for you here, Mike, is that you have these hinges built on the inside. They're not sitting in the middle there, getting in your way of anything. It leaves a lot more open storage space for you. The floor plan here in the 42V has your dual opposing couches right across from your TV, and it actually has a U-shaped dinette. You know, most of them have a table and chairs, but this big U-shaped dinette is much more comfortable, gives you a great spot to sit and eat. I'd like to start out with some chassis features first, so if you'd like to have a seat. So a few things I want to point out. Right off the bat, this has the all-new Optiview digital dash system by Freightliner. It lets you see every bit of what you need to on the RV. In a digital information panel, you have your tire pressure monitoring system built in on there. Right here on your steering wheel as well, you can make adjustments to the Select Drive system. What Select Drive is an adjustable steering system that you can change based off of the amount of steering effort you'd like. A few things that might do for you, say you're fighting the wind a little bit, you can adjust that steering effort, track right down the road without having to worry about much at all. Also, it will reset. So every time you make a turn, you let go of the wheel and it will naturally reset. So it's just an ease of use thing that makes it nice and easy. Also right here you have your Excite panels, which are customizable in so many ways. You can have navigation or cameras on either side, your stereo, Sirius XM, everything is all built in right here. And being that you have two panels, it allows you to look at your navigation and your cameras all at the same time, so you can spend less time looking at this and more time watching the road.
And that's a big thing for safety, is whenever you want to utilize both of them features, it's going to be in them high congested areas, and being able to see both of them at the same time is really nice.
Absolutely, and the customizability you have here makes things nice and simple. Also, these touchscreen panels you have here are glare resistant, so it doesn't matter what the weather's like, you're going to be able to see them nice and easy. Right up here you see this little box. That is your Mobileye collision avoidance system. So it has active tracking for lane departure. It has a tracker in there if someone stops abruptly in you, it'll let you know about that. And an infrared tracker as well for things like animals, pedestrians, and anything you might see there.
And that is fully customizable too, to where you feel comfortable driving. So you can set your distances to where, again, you feel comfortable, so it's not as annoying and more of a benefit.
Absolutely, it'll list the car lengths that you are behind the vehicle in front of you, and it actually has a camera that will read the sign, so it'll tell you what the speed limit is anywhere you go, and not something where it has to be programmed in. It will actually read the signs. I think that's pretty interesting. Yeah. Right there to your left, this RV has air leveling and hydraulic leveling. So whether you want to just use the airbags to level the coach or hydraulic levelers there, nice and easy to do, and right there by the steering wheel. Also, you have adjustable pedals, so you can bring those up and back as you see fit. Two-stage engine braking, which is going to be to your left over there. And then your steering wheel as well, which is the new Freightliner steering wheel with your controls right here on the left and the right instead of all over the place. It tilts and telescopes, so you can fit this to yourself nice and easy. All right, let's take a look at a few things.
These are some comfortable seats too, Tom, and heated and cooled as well.
Heated and cooled?
Yes.
Nice. I see as well you have it has a recliner, so once you turn this around, you can have a really nice living area up here. You know, kind of like a front living scenario. Moving into the kitchen, I'd like to point out that this is a nice quartz countertop, solid surface. Your induction cooktop is recessed, and it actually has covers that are the same exact material here, so it gives you a really nice galley area there in the kitchen. Farmhouse style sink, huge sink right there, and in the black color you have here, it matches your stainless appliances very well. I think it complements them well. Also want to point out the backsplash and a nice window right above the sink there, so you can get a good look at what you're around. Also, I want to point out in this slide right here, there is absolutely no carpet in this RV at all. And how they're doing that is by using a HWH hydraulic slide system. The hydraulic slides are more reliable, easier to work on, and it allows for you to have a completely flush floor system. Also, I really like how you guys did the flooring there. It looks as if it's one single tile. Where they place that in there, it just
lined up all the seams, and it gives a nice finished, completed look.
Yeah, the attention to detail is truly fantastic. Moving towards the back, the 42V floor plan is a bath and a half model. So your half bath here, really good space in there. I like how you have the wood covering for your fantastic fan you have up there. Some extra space for your guests. This also has a Firefly multiplex wiring system. So this system controls the whole RV. You have your power shades you can do from here. You have your vents, temperature settings, Aqua hot. You can control your floor heating, which this has front and rear floor heating all right here. What I really like about this system is that it's programmed by River Park Electronics. So what they do is they consistently update and control this system. So if there's any changes that make things easier to use, or if they want to update that system, they can update it right over the internet, which is pretty convenient.
And all those controls can also be controlled from your smart device as well.
Yes,
by downloading the app. Through
the app that you have right here, the Vega Touch app, you can have this set up to do right off your cell phone, and I think that's a really convenient feature. Before we go into the bedroom here, I want to point out that you have a solid door that separates things so you can keep it nice and private. You guys like to come back in here. So in the bedroom here, of course, this side has your full wall slide, which goes all the way back here, but you have another slide on the other side, so it really opens things up. Dual his and hers storage areas and lots of drawers. Also, there's a pretty big storage area back here. So
got your built-in safe as well.
Built-in safe, yeah, looks great. Moving to the bathroom. This is one thing about the 42V floor plan that I absolutely love. It's the fact that you have the his and hers vanities right here. So great space in here, plenty of storage, lots of places to get things going here. Your shower, fully tiled top to bottom, and it has this nice like top-down waterfall
shower head there, yeah.
Also right here you have your washer dryer.
And all the appliances, washer and dryer, your convection microwave, everything, refrigerator is all Samsung appliances. So.
Very nice, higher quality. These are quiet and very efficient models that fit right here in your RV. Also on this side of the bathroom you have an exit door. So this exit door actually has some nice places for your feet right there. If you ever have to use it, it's going to be very easy to get in and out of the RV. While we're here, I'd like to also talk about some of the appliance features. Primarily, it's the Aqua hot hydronic heating system. Mm-hmm. So the American Dream has a 450D hydronic heating system, which means it's an all-electric coach, no propane. What that Aqua hot system does is it acts as a tankless hot water heater, so unlimited hot water, as well as using heat exchangers to heat the coach. So the real benefit there is, instead of propane, the heat exchangers keep things more accurate. So if you set the temperature, there's not going to be a large variance in temperature. Also, the heat exchangers are the same humidity as the air around you, so you don't have to worry about drying things out.
Just wake up in the morning, you ain't got that stuffiness and that headache right off the bat.
Absolutely, it's a luxury feature that really makes things work great. And then the 450D Aqua system, which this has a built-in engine preheater as well. So just another added feature for you.
And we do plumb some of them down into your basement too, to heat your battery area, your holding tanks and things like that. So it helps out on the four-season part of it.
Absolutely. So I just want to touch on the construction of an American coach vehicle as well. A few of the things that really stood out to me is your power lock system. Yeah. So on top of the best chassis in the world there, you have the power lock system, which what it is interlocking and overlapping seams where the floor meets the sidewalls, where the sidewall meets the roof. It's an added bit of structure and strength in your chassis. So keeping the RV much tighter like that will prevent twisting and the issues with squeaks, rattles, things like that down the road that can be a real problem.
Make sure your doors are always opening smoothly, your drawers pull straight out, nothing's hanging up on you. Very, very correct.
All right, well, if you don't mind, let's go outside and take a look at a few more things there. So Mike, one thing I really want to touch on here is the Liberty foundation that this RV is built on. Mostly everything that's out there anymore uses an XER raised rail chassis platform. They'll add some outriggers, maybe some additional bracing that they can weld in place there, and that's really the foundation that you work with. What you guys in America do is you have the Liberty foundation, which is actually built, not braced. Instead of the C-channel rails, it has I-beam construction in there, and it's a full cage design in place of those two C-channel rails, so it's 30% stronger. And I think that over time, American coach owners can expect just better use of their RV as it doesn't twist nearly as much as a vehicle does. I think that's a huge feature.
And that is a lot due to them I-beams. It's like everybody knows one of the most solid structures you can get in, you know, building bridges and everything is I-beams. And we're, to my knowledge, are the only ones that use an I-beam construction like that.
Absolutely, it's a fantastic feature. Some other parts of this chassis that I think make a big difference are the Freightliner components, such as your front axle, ZF, IFS, independent front suspension system. It's got up to 60 degrees of wheel cut. And also your rear axle here, you have a V-Ride suspension axle. The V-Ride is a little different in that it has some added tension bars at the top, and then your torsion bars at the bottom is a 5.5-inch piece of tubular steel. So it's very strong and great for roll stability and swaying. So if your RV ever gets to a point where it might rock in the past, this V-Ride is going to straighten things out very quickly and work out very well. Now behind that you have your tag axle, and this has what you call ultra steer. So that tag axle is actually steerable. So the combination of your independent front suspension and the steerable tag axle gives you a 17% better turn radius than RVs previous to this had. This has the 450 horsepower engine and also a side radiator mount, so any work you do in there is going to be nice and easy to access various things. All right, so I really want to show you this front cap here. One thing I really like is that you have these top-mounted mirrors. It's going to give you much better visibility as you're going down the road, and it really just looks great. Also inside of here is where your generator is. You have a 10,000 watt generator, so plenty of power for all 3 ACs and everything else you have. Also, your windshield wipers are mounted from the top. They work way better in the rain, and they don't pull water up at the bottom.
Yeah,
so
we're working with gravity, shoving it down out of the way instead of bringing it right back up.
Absolutely. Also from here, I think you can see both of the Girard awnings are out. That's awnings front to back. I think it gives you great coverage right there. It just truly looks great. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. Today we took a look at the 2021 American Dream 42V. Make sure you go to our website and check out our virtual RV show that we have going on right now. There's show pricing that's fantastic, definitely worth looking into. Thanks again, and back to Jake.
Thanks, Tom. What a gorgeous coach. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more RV tours. We'll see you after this.
Thanks, Jake. I'm out here at Haas Lake Campground right now with Mark Andrus from Winnebago, and he was kind enough to bring out a Winnebago Bolt. Mark, new Sprinter chassis. This thing looks awesome. Tell me a little bit about it.
Thanks for having me out, man. It's exciting. You know, the biggest thing about this chassis is the enhancements that Mercedes offers. With blind spot monitoring, the dual 3500 rear axle, it's basically going to be driving a S-Class car with a toilet. And with the 10-inch monitoring for nav, you can tell just about anything this RV's doing and have the capabilities of the future in your hands. I mean, the drivability of this thing is going to take the first-time buyer and put them into a situation where they have full control and feel like they're driving that van that they have at the house.
So from a drivability standpoint, it's pretty much like driving a Mercedes car. What you're saying, right? All the safety features and comfort features?
It does. Blind spot monitoring, it's adaptive cruise. It's even got awareness. So if you get tired, this vehicle will realize that you're maybe swerving a little bit and recommend that you pull over to the side of the road and get some rest. So a lot of technology, and with the first-time buyers in the market, it really takes a lot of the guesswork out of operating a traditional RV that everybody's scared to drive. I mean, the enhancements on this, I mean, you could simply never have operated an RV and take this thing across the states and have a good time.
Less intimidating, that's for sure, than something a bit bigger.
It is, and that's the idea behind it. You know, a lot of people, the biggest problem with the market now is getting to where you're going and trying to find something. You know, with this RV, you can go anywhere and park and have full power and park it anywhere. You're not looking for that 30-foot spot. You're gonna be able to stay wherever you want, and that's the lure of this product.
You caught my attention with saying power. So I know there's a couple options out right now for power-wise. I understand this was lithium, but what makes the Bolt different than everything else out there?
There's a lot of different lithium systems out there, and lithium comes in different grades. I mean, we have lithium in our cell phones. I mean, lithium batteries. You can go buy lithium batteries and drop them in a travel trailer for, you know, 6, 7 grand. That's not an automotive grade. This is gonna be a Volta power pack. This is a 4-cell system that's gonna offer you 12,600 kilowatt hours. The difference with the Volta is the energy system. It's the same thing they're putting in Tesla. They've been using them in electric cars. You know, the Prius came out back in 08 and has the same system. It offers an 8-year warranty, but the beauty of it is there's no noise. Right now, this coach is under full power. I have no carbon monoxide. I can operate it in the building. And with a full charge, I mean, with the air conditioner, if I could keep the compressor on, I'm looking 10 to 11 hours of operation.
Just on the battery?
Just on the Volta power pack. And that's gonna have an extra alternator up front. So once this RV hits 1,600 RPMs, that's gonna charge that system. So the beauty of that is the customer can get in this RV and drive it for 20 minutes and get roughly 4 to 5 hours of use out of the Volta power pack. And it's gonna give an 8-year warranty. It's a small manufacturer up here in Michigan. But again, the Volta power pack's been around for many years. It's just came into the RV industry, and we're exclusively the first manufacturer to offer that in our RVs.
That's great. What a great feature to have.
It is, and it's gonna tell you everything you need to know. It's very easy to operate. Tied into that system is gonna be a 3,600 watt pure sine inverter. In my experience, the biggest inverter I've seen on a 45-foot diesel is a 2,800 watt inverter. So this is a 3,600 watt pure sine Magnum inverter that's gonna help for full power. So you don't have to remember to turn one inverter off or another one on or go like this to operate the coach. You simply go in here, turn this button on. Worst thing you gotta do is drive it. Like I said, the second alternator has got enough power to push back to charge that. You know, when you get talking about solar and different power, man, solar is irrelevant in this system. It's just not enough to charge it. It'll maintain it, but that Volta energy management system is a power pack, so you're not gonna have to worry about you know, dead cells or stuff like that. I mean, we're coming to the door with an 8-year warranty backed by Volta. And there's no hidden print, so it's a nice feature. And the beauty of it, you turn it on or you turn it off. If it's low on power, drive it for an hour and you're at 100% of charge of rate. So the difference with a Volta power pack, when you get into a lithium battery or a battery system, that battery's only gonna produce so much power down to 20 or 30%. Once it gets down, we've seen those coaches kind of go down in light and dimness. This is gonna give you full range down to 0%, and then you're gonna get full power all the way through it.
And I can still charge it, plug it in still if I wanted to, right? If I had power
plug in a 30 amp. It takes about, to fully charge that system, it's gonna take about a day.
Okay.
But remember, the worst thing you have to do is drive it, and if you're plugged in anyway, you've got full power. But our customers today, they don't want to be plugged in.
No, I want to go.
They want to be out and about, and you know, worst case scenario, I could pull this in my garage and be under full power with no carbon monoxide, no noise or anything. So that's really what makes this system attractive, is the no noise and ease of use. I mean, with the full coach power, I mean, like I said, if I could keep the compressor on that air conditioner, it'd run for about 9 to 10 hours straight. And that's a long time to be operating. Worst case scenario, drive it for 20 or 30 minutes and you're back at half charge.
So I have all the power conveniences of being plugged into a shore station on the road, anywhere I want.
True 30 amp throughout the full range of charge. I mean, so your rate of charge, if you're sitting at 98%, you're gonna have 30 amp service all the way down to 0, where batteries are not gonna put out 30 amp when they get down in that 20, 30% percentile. So the biggest thing to remember about Volta is it's automotive grade. And it's not a battery, it's an energy power system. And again, it's not new. You know, Prius has been using it for many years. Chevy Volt and then also Tesla's using them. So it's not something, it's new to the RV business, and we're the ones that brought it to the table.
So we're talking about the Volta system. Everything we've talked about so far is usability and how simple it is to use. Let's see how it's done. Show me how simple it is to turn this thing on.
Well, you know, the difference in this is it's one touch, one use. So we're just gonna come in here and depress this, and it shows where it's depressed. That's gonna light up green, which means we're good. We're about 50% charger rate, so that'd give us about 6 hours of complete usage. And as you see, that comes on. Okay, so that whole system, we have full power.
So I can run anything right now.
Anything, full house power, and what makes that possible is a 3600 watt pure sine inverter. Okay, so it's full coach power. Keep in mind, lithium batteries that are in other products, you have one inverter that controls half the coach, one inverter that controls the other half, and the customer's got to go through there and push all the buttons and figure that out. You turn it on. If you don't want to use the inverter, you turn it off. It's that simple. So we've got that on. We can come back here, turn on the air conditioner, and we'll hear that is. That's MDQ. That's going to be the Bluetooth capability as well, but very quiet as it'll kick on. And what we'll do is turn this on. That inverter's on, and we're in full power. So again, carbon monoxide out the door. Everything's out the door. And this system's so smart, if it's blue, that means it's too cold. You turn on the Truma Combi, heat it up. It's got heat pads on the system. They're also located inside, and it'll turn blue if it's cold, and then green if it's good, and then red if it's too hot. So it's very easy to touch. And remember, there's gonna be a Bluetooth app to your phone where you can monitor the whole system and know the temperature in this coach.
Not only sitting outside on the campfire, but when I'm out and about, correct?
200 miles away, whatever it is you've got to do. You know, if you're just monitoring, you can do that and add that system. If the system doesn't have it, they're about 300 bucks. Pull 4 screws out, and it's a chip, plugs right in. The average customer can do that. Most of these will have that on there, but the full charger rate, again, is a big deal. So we're going to get full power all the way through that. And remember, the best thing about this, if we're low, jump in it, drive it, or either hold the RPM over 1600. So again, that's gonna have a big extra alternator that's your generator that's gonna charge this system. So again, solar is really not a big deal in this unit because solar, it can't charge this system. This isn't a battery, this is a Volta power system. And again, just not a lot of guesswork. It's not like AGS and a lot of stuff we've seen having problems with. Very easy to use, and to turn it off, we're just gonna turn that off, and you'll see it'll take a little bit to settle down and turn off, and then that button will be recessed and flat when it's off. So we always wanna remember, one touch on, give it a minute to power up, one touch off, and it turns it off. And remember, the only one thing you have to do if you keep hitting this and have to reset it, turn it off, wait 30 seconds, turn it back on, plug it in, it resets the system, and you're done. So there's not a lot of guesswork. So the main thing to remember with the Volta system, if it's low, drive it. Don't hit this button, give it time to regenerate and give it time to turn on or turn off. And that's the thing to remember with it.
I still can't believe how simple this is. So we're driving all day, we get to, and I don't even want to limit it to a campground because we can go anywhere with this. We don't need to be plugged in. We don't need to have anything available to us. It's all self-contained. We're driving all day, we get to whatever spot we want to get. All you really have to do is walk back here, push that one single button, and I got everything.
You're done. And again, you don't even have to use the Volta side of it. You can turn the inverter off, because this is still 30 amp, true 30 amp service off the Volta. So just imagine if you're only going 12 volt, how long you can spread that out. I mean, I've got clients in the field 8 or 9 days off a full rate of charge, depending on where they are,
off the heat. Off the 12 volt, yeah.
So again, there's a lot of things, but again, this is key. I mean, the biggest inverter I've ever seen in an RV is a 2800, 3600 watt pure sine inverter, full house power, true 30 amp service all through the full rate of charge.
Great features. Thank you for explaining that. Obviously, one big thing comes, as it's hot out here right now, I like to stay cool. Tell me a little about the Coleman AC and the Truma Combi heater.
Well, what we've got on here, there's a lot of different ACs on the market. This is going to be a Bluetooth controlled, and it's also going to be about 9% less noise, decimals, of quietness in this unit. So when you're operating this unit, you're not going to have this loud rattle over your head, and also you're going to have Bluetooth capability to control that. Now, what that means to me is not so much that I can look at it on my phone, but if I've got, you know, like my 14-year-old, say he wants to stay and sleep a little bit, I can monitor the temperature in my coach from that app. I can monitor how cool it is in this system to know the temperature of my animals or different things like that are in there. So
just gonna say, great for dogs, right? If I got a dog coming with me.
And everybody's got them, but that's the beauty of this air conditioning system, and it's just quiet and less abrasive.
So I understand this has a Truma Combi on it, right? Heard
Yeah.
that a couple times in some higher end coaches. What is it?
Well, basically, it's made out in Europe, and it's going to be a sealed. If you leave water in, it's not going to bust like a traditional hot water heater tank. It doesn't fluctuate due to ground temperature of water. It's going to be controlled by electric or gas, so you can also tie that in where you're not using LP. You can use the electric side of it to heat the water. It's a little slower. You can use both of them, but it's also got hydronic heat, and that's a fluid that's going to be in a system that's going to keep your pipes and stuff from freezing. So the Truma Combi is new to the United States and the RVs, but been used for many, many years. The reason we don't see it's a little pricey, but you're not getting temperature fluctuations in your coach heat or your water heat due to ground temperature of water. That's going to take the system, give you a true hot water on demand at any time. And then, like I said, you can go on propane, EcoBoost, or just run electric, whatever you decide to do with the Truma Combi. But the main thing about it is it's not going to fluctuate with ground temperature of water, which is a big deal. Like the park we're at today is on a well system. Right. And water's going to come out of the ground at different temperatures. And most of the continuous hot water heaters out there can't fluctuate and change to that, where the Truma Combi does. It's a big deal in the market. And like I said, it's not the cheapest kit on the block, but it's working in our products, and it's keeping customers warm and also keeping them, their tanks and different water lines from freezing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big deal.
It is.
Absolutely.
Well, it just gives you the flexibility to go where you want to go. Right now, with the difference in climate changes and different things that we're experiencing, you don't know if you're going to be in 40 degree or 15 degree. And with that system, you simply won't freeze up.
So obviously we talked a little bit about the chassis having some awesome tech to it for safety features while you're driving. Hit the heating cooling system pretty well on there. I like gadgets, technology on the inside. What do we have in the Bolt?
Well, it's got a 10-inch touchscreen. So, I mean, you literally can go in there and pick out what you want to do, whether it's nav. I mean, you can go in and tell what ratio the axles are spinning. You can go in at a bird's eye view GPS. It has yoke control. So yoke control, you can actually set. So if you've got wind and you're riding down the road, you know how it'll push you over in a traditional RV? You can set that to maintain the lane. So again, with my experience of this Mercedes, is this driving an $80,000 S-Class with a toilet. So again, moving into that touchscreen system, it's going to give you any option and any capability that you want to dive into your Apple, whether it's Android with that system with playing it, navigation, whatever it might be. But again, with a 10-inch screen touch, I mean, there's nothing that you can't do, and there's a lot of things in there that I haven't even figured out, because I mean, it's all way over the top. I mean, again, it's basically putting Mercedes best of the best in an RV. So that's the exciting thing for me, to be able to have that much control and know what's going on in my RV as far as that. The other beauty of it, you can now run biodiesel through the Mercedes diesel. We're getting a lot more service facilities for Mercedes diesels, so it's going a lot further. But this company is definitely doing the difference, because if we go out and buy that traditional RV and, you know, we're getting pushed around and we don't know if a vehicle's on our right or where we're at and all that stuff, and we're fooling with all this stuff, it's dangerous, where everything's going to be controlled, you know, adaptive cruise, lane control, blind spot monitoring. There's just nothing better in the market right now. We're seeing that trend in a Class C, Class A to move into that stuff where we've been doing this for years with the Mercedes diesel.
All right, so we talked a little bit about the Truma Combi and the Coleman AC, keeping the temperature right where we want it to be. Tell me a little bit more about the structural integrity of the bolt itself in terms of keeping those temperatures right where I want it on the inside.
Well, the beauty of what Mercedes does, we all have cars that we get in, we turn the air conditioning on, it cools off, we turn it down, we turn the heat on. Well, most traditional RVs, you turn the air conditioner on, it never really cools off. That's because most of them are block foam insulation or hung insulation. This is going to be CNC routed foam insulation in this unit. So it's going to be in the doors, sidewalls, roofs. That's the same thing you put in an automobile. So running your air conditioner, then this ties back into the Volta system. So once I maintain a temperature in this, the air conditioner is not going to run all day. It's going to turn down because it's going to be a CNC routed foam insulation, and that's the best automotive grade insulation you can do. And that's going to be the difference in maintaining, staying out longer. Most of my clients are ranging anywhere from 8 to 9 days, depending on what their usage are. But insulation is a big deal because most manufacturers out there, they'll have a Mercedes shell and they're hanging batten hung insulation in the walls and simply driving down the road. It's not going to withstand. So we're going to do CNC routed foam insulation throughout. This also offers your acrylic windows. That's going to give you a barrier in some of our models that'll keep your temperatures a whole lot better. Kind of like a dual pane, but without the gas in between the glasses, so it won't fog up. The other difference is our floor structure. We have a unique facility. We have up in Forest City, we have a facility that's designed just to build B-vans. When you take a B-van and you put it in a normal RV construction feature, you have to lift this up 3 or 4 times during a process. The difference with ours, Mercedes authorizes us to cut any hole in the sidewall, roof, or floor of their shell. Most manufacturers don't get that authorization. When you do that, we're not taking a water line, cutting a hole through the floor, running it to the back and back up into the coach. All our lines are going to be underneath our subfloor and also intercool with the hydronics that I spoke about earlier. So again, when we talk about 4-season camping, this is a RV that I would take my family out in 5 degrees of weather. As long as I've got propane, as long as I'm running everything right, this unit will not freeze up. And there's just simply not anything on that in the market. So again, when we bring up the difference with Winnebago and what we do, I mean, that speaks for itself. Mercedes authorizes us to upfit this chassis and go through the things that we do. So again, there's a lot of neat things that we're doing, you know, like the, when you're running all that stuff in your coaches, if it's not insulated properly, it's irrelevant. Again, all our tanks are gonna be insulated and heated, so you're not gonna have any freeze up. But the biggest thing about this RV is it's not gonna fail you with the systems that are in this.
You guys really covered everything on here, from power to convenience of driving, heating and cooling, insulation, everything. I can't think of anything else. What else am I missing on it?
Well, the biggest thing we want to do is we're trying to figure out why that buyer shops for 2 or 3 years and never buys. And then they get into a traditional Class C or they get into a traditional Class A and they're not comfortable. They've never driven anything, so they say, oh, we'll just wait. With the technology behind this is like driving the van at the house. I mean, we got blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise, lane assist. It's got fatigue warning like we spoke about. Right. So again, this is something that your average buyer can run out and buy and go 300 miles and not be white knuckled, you know, not worry about that first experience. And I think that's key to the market. With the first time buyers we have coming in, we want that customer to get out and go enjoy their family and get out there. And simply a lot of people haven't driven, you know, big things. They're worried about it. Well, this is gonna take all that guesswork out of it for you. I mean, it's gonna have a thing that lights up on the side that shows you that there's a car beside you.
Blind spot monitoring,
It's
right?
gonna tell you if you're too close to the next car. It's gonna warn you if you've been swerving that, hey, you might need to pull over. So again, the usability of this unit is awesome. I mean, with the Volta system, we're gonna walk in, turn that on. The inverter's full house power. The worst thing you have to do is drive it. So again, that's
not even bad.
That's not a bad
probably
thing.
one of the most enjoyable parts is driving it.
It
so
is.
I know one of the things that we always hear is customers that have been looking for years, mostly because they're intimidated to actually jump into something and get behind the wheel on it. So all the features that you're telling me about solves that problem for the most part.
Well, it does, and that's the important part, is getting that family out and having them in the outdoors. You know, I had the luxury of growing up and doing that, and we want to see that more and getting people out and about. And the comfort of driving one of these, it changes all those perceptions you have about an RV. And again, you can get into any parking space. You know, a lot of my clients right now, you know, they're staying wherever they want. And with the Volta system at no noise, I mean, literally I could pull up in the front of your house and be full power and you not even know I'm out there. So it's not abrasive. You know, if you want to go to the national parks, you know, a lot of these parks, you can't run generators after hour. They don't have full hookups. That's got this covered. So we're a little bit ahead of the curve with this system, but as you'll see with the Volta power management system, I mean, it's unbelievable what we're doing.
What a great package between the chassis, power pack, all the features, technology, safety features. It's a perfect coach.
It is, and you know, not to add too much, but just going into the cabinets, these are going to be water resistant yacht cabinets. So basically, much lighter. You know, when we talk about builds, everybody has to watch their weight of build. We're not just putting some cheap, inexpensive. These are going to be yacht cabinets in here that are going to give you much better carrying capacities. So when you're looking at these markets and you're looking at seatbelt capability, how many people I can put in it, you have to focus on your carrying capacity. And simply, if a manufacturer's putting the cheapest thing they can in and it weighs more, that cuts down your carrying capacities. Well, we're trying to put the best components we can that are light and are going to last, but also have that carrying capacity in mind so an owner can have 2 to 4 people in seatbelts and still have a payload. So it's very important to watch that stuff and know that stuff about our systems.
Mark, I want to thank you again for bringing this Bolt out with us, hanging out at the campground. I learned a lot today. Definitely going to help all of our customers out, that's for sure. So thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me out.
Great seeing you again.
Yep, good seeing you.
Jake, back to you.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, Matt and Becky are going to walk us through the brand new 2021 Dutchmen Voltage 4195. Let's have a look.
Thanks, Jake. Hey guys, it's Matt and Becky. We're out here at the General RV Virtual RV Show in front of a 2021 Dutchmen Voltage 4195 toy hauler. It's pretty neat. Let's go check it out. Ready, Becky?
Ready.
Becky, I can't believe how big this thing is from the outside, and I'm assuming it's just as big on the inside too.
I know. I love
Wow.
the seating arrangement. This is probably one of my favorite toy hauler seating arrangements because you actually have 3 couches that are all theater seating.
And these are my favorite seats, right?
Right.
The massaging and heating.
And lights.
And lights. I
Can't
love
go
my
wrong.
lights. You know me already.
I do, yes.
So one thing I noticed right away is there's 2 different sections of this living area. There's actually the living area, I should say, and then separate over there is the kitchen, which feels like a kitchen. It looks like a full kitchen,
Right.
for the most part. But yet I have all the comforts of being at home.
Yes.
Fireplace,
Huge TV.
big TV, plenty of speakers. I can see them already,
Right.
and storage. We love our storage.
Love storage. I love that they've incorporated buttons here to keep away from the kids. This is your light switches. So they're up high and they're also closed off.
So
which is pretty,
easy to
pretty nice
find, but also
Right.
within reach.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, living room's pretty spacious. I mean, you can have 6 adults sitting in here and
I gotta try it.
gotta
We
try it
always
out.
do.
Gotta test it.
And these all recline, right?
They all
of them?
recline. All 6 of these do recline.
Okay, continue on with the tour, please.
All right, so I'll go in the kitchen and you stay here.
All right, I'll be there in just a
Okay.
minute.
All right, so if you can see there from while you're sitting, this huge pantry that we have here. Man, the door's a little cut
Wow,
out
that's a
there,
big-
but it's pretty big. So maybe you do want to come over here.
I'll come over there.
All right. So, and there's a light inside, and I mean, that's huge space.
Usually don't find that either.
Pretty tough to find. Then also the double door fridge, which can't go wrong with that.
And that's not just electric though, right?
No, this is what they call gas electric.
Okay, so we can do both on there.
Correct.
Okay. And big freezer it looks like as well.
Yep, big
Top.
freezer too. And then your kitchen.
And we have enough room for both of us, but
right. So I like the kind of L-shaped peninsula. You know, one sink, which you know I'm a huge fan of, just one sink.
the new modern farmhouse sink.
Right.
And then obviously the
Nice
drying
pull
rack
down.
on the top too, which is
Drying
really
rack.
nice.
Right.
And then
I
the
mean-
pull down faucet,
Yes.
which is one of the great things too. I have that in my kitchen. I love it.
And I love having a window.
That makes a big difference. I didn't notice that until you just said something about it.
Yes. Kitchen window to look out while you're cooking is always a nice feature to have in a kitchen. All right, and then Matt, obviously you can see that you do have a nice big oven as well.
And a nice glass cooktop too.
Right.
Gas, of course.
Yep, this is your gas range.
Very nice.
And then nice convection microwave. And obviously you can see all this storage. You know, for a toy hauler, to get a lot, this big of a kitchen with this much storage.
And you're still not sacrificing the living space too, which I
Right.
like.
And my favorite thing,
And my lighting. I like all the lighting up top
the
too.
lighting is good, but here's my favorite drawer in the kitchen. A garbage can drawer. Pretty genius.
Perfectly fit for it too.
Yes.
Easy to get to.
Love this. Love that. Nobody wants to see their garbage can out in the kitchen.
So what's this up top? Because I see some light coming from back there, and this is probably one of the biggest lofts I've seen in a toy hauler yet.
This is pretty big. So this is obviously your loft.
Yep.
You have a 500-pound weight capacity up there.
That's a lot.
So you don't have to just sleep up there. You know, this is a toy hauler. You're gonna have a lot of stuff.
Right.
So you can use that for extra storage. It does come with a ladder, so you don't have to jump
I don't have to jump up there. That's good.
Right.
And nice big door. The one thing I noticed about this too is it doesn't feel cheap. It's a nice big door. I can see everything in there, but yet it's probably vapor barrier around the sides and it's sealed up with gaskets. I don't want fumes coming in.
That's exactly what that is.
And a nice big garage. So let's go and check this out.
So this is a unique garage. Now this is a bathroom.
Okay, I see it
Okay.
sectioned off, but also I see hinges. So I
Right.
feel like you're gonna do some tricks over here right now.
Tricky. So bathroom,
Okay.
voila,
So, all right, so sink, toilet, everything I need.
bathroom. You wouldn't think.
Right.
But if you can see, this takes up a decent space within your garage. Now I do have a side-by-side. I have a 5-seater and a 4-seater side-by-side. Both of my side-by-sides are long.
Wouldn't be able to fit it in here
I
with
wouldn't. So
But-
you just pull this off and your door folds up flat on the wall.
that. And it clicks in on both spots.
Clicks
and
in,
that's
and
it.
now you have all of this extra space. You're not trapped with
What
just
a
that
great
cutout.
idea. You don't limit yourself to the bathroom, but you still have the flexibility of having a bathroom if you need the space. So Happy Jack bunks I see on here.
Correct.
Bed on top, which will go up
Yes.
and stowaway if you need it to.
Elevated ceiling.
But then we also have the 2 couches, which this will turn into a bed too, won't it?
This does turn into a bed. So the only thing you have to do is just flip the back cushions back to the middle. There are legs that go under there too to give you more support. And then obviously this would make into your bed.
Very
Yeah.
easy.
Very, very easy. And then if you don't want these, you can just put them up. You just put it flat like this and put it all the way to the ceiling. Just raise it up. And then this is where your garage obviously opens up for all your toys.
Perfect. And then plenty of space up there. Got another
Another air
AC in there.
conditioner.
I see a TV over here.
Right?
More speakers. Tons of
Exterior
speakers.
How about I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna put this door down because this is a new door. So I'm gonna put the door down and I'm gonna have you set up the ramp.
Can I help you put the door down?
You don't need to help me put the door down.
I feel that's not very gentlemanly of me. But well, okay.
I appreciate it, but I got this.
Now I'm assuming you're saying that because it must be easy.
I mean, it is, you have to put a little muscle into it.
Okay.
But I mean, you can do it, I can do it. So it's just a lock, which is nice because it does lock.
So
a
it's
lot
keyed,
of these,
so there's no latches anymore.
no latches, right? So nobody can break in unless they have a key. So you unlock and you pull. And that's it.
Wow.
There's your door.
That was pretty easy.
The best part is about how it goes up. Literally.
You did that with your fingers.
You're locked.
Wow.
So I'll put it down again if you want to go in and we can put out that gate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Patio
This
system. So my favorite part of having a toy hauler
is having a
is
patio.
this patio system. And this folds out in almost minutes, if that. Set a new record. And obviously I don't have it locked all the way in place, but it locks in place, but that's it.
It's pretty neat, isn't it?
It's very neat. So I noticed there's stairs there too. Obviously I know not all models have the stairs though, but this one comes with it.
Yes.
And then it clips right here, and then you can use this as a door once you have that
Locked in.
locked in.
And then your stairs, yep, right here.
Yeah, there's a little tread pattern right
Yep.
here. Very cool. Very cool.
So
Best part of a toy hauler right here. Party patio.
3,000 pounds in ramp mode for your door
Okay.
and 1,500 pounds in patio mode. So the way we have it right now, you can only have 1,500 pounds on the door right now.
So roughly 10 people at 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Party mode. not
Party
patio
mode.
Party mode.
And you see you have an awning.
I see that. Is that this pull strap is right here?
No,
That's actually for the.
That's for your 3-season door. The awning is at power, so the awning comes out.
Oh, the awning. I'm sorry.
the awning,
I'm
yep.
looking at the.
The
You have a
pull-down door.
screen, right?
The screen door, yes.
I'm gonna jump to grab this.
There you go. So now you can keep all your bugs out.
And still get the fresh air coming through at the same time too.
Right.
So, well, this is great too. So this must be the emergency latch for the door, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
And then there is a backup camera. So it's prepped for a backup camera.
Rear end prep backup camera, 2 nice big lights on the back, 2 LED lights.
Yep.
And then the awning. Very nice.
You want to go check out the master in the bathroom?
Yeah, that's one of the other great parts.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so as you can see in this master, you do get a king bed with nightstands on each side. A lot of times toy hauler companies, fifth wheels, will put a king bed in here and eliminate a nightstand. You're still getting both nightstands. And then you have this nice little shadow box for some extra storage there. And then as you can see, you have huge, there's 2 of these on each, so there and here, so his and hers for extra storage. This is also on a slide out. A little drawer.
Do you still have underbed storage too on this? And you do.
Yes, you do.
Another table.
So that is for the garage. Garage table.
Tons of storage
Tons.
on here.
That's
So
all
we
actually
have
huge
2
storage.
outlets too, so we still have our nightstands and then 2 power outlets up there as well.
Correct.
And of course, storage above and below, which is great.
And another air in your bedroom,
And another AC on here.
which you're going to
So
want.
3 total.
3 total. Now your bathroom. Here's our bathroom here, and you know I like a big shower.
In your seat. You always
And a
talk about how you
seat.
like the seat.
I love a seat. So nice big shower, but the seat. You got to have a seat. But this is obviously a nice big space.
Very big.
Vessel bowl sink, so it gives you a little extra counter space here too.
Don't see that a whole lot. That's very
not
nice.
typically. Yeah, this is pretty residential. And then some extra storage in here and down here.
And then over on this
Too
side
bad.
too, I see plenty of storage
Oh
over
yeah,
here too.
some towel storage in there. Not too terrible by any means.
Great storage for a toy hauler. Great storage. Very nice. Very nice. All right.
You want to
Take
go
a
on
look
the outside?
at outside.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Matt, so as you notice, when you come down, big grab handle
Nice
and solid steps. Love the solid steps. Do you have speakers out here?
Yep.
Awning, huge awning. See how long the awning is? We
2
should
big
probably actually
awnings,
put-
right? We need to put the
Oh
awning.
no, there
on.
is, yeah, there's one awning obviously here,
Yep.
but then one off the back, which you don't see a lot off the back garage area. That's kind of rare actually. This is a tri-axle. It does have 6-point auto leveling. You're gonna have a generator built in, fuel station,
Pass-through
everything
storage,
you need
which is
to
nice.
have for a toy hauler. It's prepped for solar, your solar charger is already built in, your in-command system. This is basically the whole house for your RV. Little storage, exterior storage there. You do have some more storage up here in the front compartment.
Assuming generator again, yep, up front, okay.
And then, yep, generators up here. And then around the side you have...
So speaking about the generators too, so I'm assuming since we're a toy hauler, we'll get back there. I'm probably jumping ahead, but we have gas, right? So it doesn't run off propane, it actually will run off of gasoline.
That's correct.
Great, we'll get back to that because I see that fuel station behind too.
Yep. Now this is your docking station. So this has everything that you need for when you're outside. When you get to your campground, everything's in one spot.
So all my hookups are right here. Water,
everything's right here.
I see my two tank ups there. There's a power outlet, fresh water fill, TV if I want to hook up to the campground cable.
Power.
Everything's on
Everything
there.
you need. And there's your button for your auto level as well.
Yep.
So as soon as you get to the campground and you unhook, you hit this button, it's going to automatically level you and you're set up.
6-point hydraulic in this, right?
Hydraulic auto level.
Electric. Very
Correct.
nice.
Down the side here, there's not really a whole lot, but you do have a fuel station built in, which for all of us that have our side-by-sides and ATVs, we would love to have a fuel station built in, just like your normal gas pump. You can see in there, it's locked in there, so I don't want to pull that out, but so you have that in there.
And then 2 tanks. One of them's going to be for the generator, correct? And then one's going to be for the pump.
Yes.
And then you have a gauge for both of them as well.
That is correct. And then a ladder, so if you need to get on the roof to clean anything, look at anything, you have a ladder built in as well.
Very nice.
Hey, thanks a lot for coming in and checking out this 2021 Dutchmen Voltage 4195 toy hauler with us today.
Come on to one of our 13 Supercenters and check out this and many more during our RV show. Or if you can't come and see us, check us out online at generalrv.com. Jake, back to you.
Thanks, Matt and Becky. What an amazing toy hauler. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more RV tours. We'll see you after this.
Planning for your next family vacation? Enjoy a worry-free vacation by renting an RV from General RV Center, your premier rental partner. Our fleet of clean, non-smoking, current model year RVs can help take your family on the trip of a lifetime. Our friendly RV experts make the process simple. Once you've confirmed your reservation, we promise to have a clean and comfortable RV ready for you. We provide a comprehensive demonstration so you can travel with confidence. Plus, every RV includes full warranty coverage and a 24-hour support hotline for added peace of mind. Your adventure begins at General RV Center. Visit generalrv.com or call 888-548-9098 to speak to a rental expert.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today, Matt and Andrea from Matt's RV Reviews are going to be walking you guys through the brand new 2021 Winnebago Outlook 22E. Let's have a look.
Thanks, Jake. Hey everyone, I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
And behind us, we're taking a look at the 2021 Winnebago Outlook Model 22E. Andrea, why don't you show everybody the inside, and then I'll take them on the outside.
Great, I'm so excited. Come on, everybody. What I really like about this class seat, I like that it has a bunk. As you can see, the TV does. It has a swing arm, so it does swivel out. Check out the valance, you guys. I really like it a lot. It's got that DIY look, the cabinetry, great storage. Winnebago has great quality cabinets. One of my favorite things in here as you go over the kitchen, check out the refrigerator. Gives you a nice big refrigerator, compressor style. They give you the big sink, which is great. Got cabinetry, 3 drawers. Very nice. Got a 3-burner cooktop, microwave, more cabinetry. What I really like about this is what you see right now is how the RV is at all times. There's no slides in here. It's great. We have a stationary bed, so you can access this, you know, if you're boondocking. We got nice cabinetry up here. And another thing I really like about this RV, you guys, is the fact that it gives you the smaller RV so you can get in and out of parks, but you have a bigger bathroom, which is so important. So we have a nice size shower, great height in here. We have the toilet, we have the sink. Winnebago does a great job, like I said, nice cabinetry, toilet paper holder, great size bathroom.
And then behind Andrea, this dinette does drop down to make a bed, and the bunk over the cab flips up for easeability in the cockpit area. Now, even though this is a 2021 chassis, it still sits on the V10 engine. It's a E350 chassis, and it's really nice. Let me show you some features about the outside when I pop the hood. So right here, when we pop the hood, you can see that this is a 6.8 liter V10. It's 305 horsepower, and the total tip-to-tip length of this motorhome, 24 feet, 2 inches long. What's really exciting about this motorhome, a lot of times the competition in this price point, they are not putting chrome mirrors on. Also, they're not putting cameras on for your left blinker, right blinker, and reverse, so you have easy visibility. Because this is a Winnebago, they do use the Azdel sidewall composite, which is a green-based material that will never delaminate on you. And even though this is such a small motorhome, you still have a huge power awning with LED lights that goes the whole length of this motorhome. Really what I like about Winnebago is some of the little features that they add to it that not very many people tell you about. Right there, that's a pet pal. So when you're camping with your furry friends, you can leave them outside camping and you don't need to worry about them running off chasing the neighbor's dog or something. Here's your water heater. That's where you fill up your potable water fill. And yeah, again, just a small, great motorhome. And the reason why I like this Class C is because when you compare it to the competition of a Class B motorhome, it gives you a lot more space on the interior and exterior. Let's check out the back. Coming around the back, you got a great place for your Stinky Slinky right there. Spare tire with carrier, I absolutely love that. 7,500 pound hitch. The reason why it's so heavy or so much is because there's no slide outs weighing down your cargo carry capacity. You do have a backup camera there. Also, you have a ladder to get up on the one-piece PVC cross-flex roof. Finishing up with the driver's side. Here's some massive exterior storage. Now, I know a lot of people might be saying, well, this doesn't look like much. But again, when you're at 24 feet long, this amount of storage is unheard of in any type of motorhome. You have your dump station right there, very easy to get to. Another huge benefit of no slide outs, you don't need to duck under the slide out to try to dump your black and gray tank. It's right there, easy to access, easy to empty your waste. 30 amp power cord, nicely tucked away right there. And then you do have a 55-gallon fuel tank, easy to fill up right there. Great, so that was a quick look at the 2021 Winnebago Outlook 22E. We got very exciting time and we have show pricing all month long. Make sure you come in store or give us a call. Check us out at all 13 stores nationwide. And to see all show pricing, make sure you go to generalrv.com. Jake, back to you.
Thanks, Matt and Andrea. Well, guys, that's a wrap for day 2. Make sure you subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube for notifications. We'll be back here at 2 o'clock on Sunday. We'll see you on the lot.